Good morning, everybody. Good morning, folks. Good morning. We got quite a bit to cover this AM. And yeah, we got quite a bit to cover this morning. Quite a bit to cover this morning. Okay? Oh, shoot. I'll deal with that in a second. I'll deal with it in a second. Okay? So good morning. So we're going to talk a little bit about what happened over the weekend, but I don't want to get caught up in the distraction. That's why I put this up here. It's all about Donald Trump distracting you from the fact that you still didn't get those Epstein files all the way. Yep. You still paying more and getting less. You still paying too much for groceries, too much for housing. You lost your medical insurance. You're paying too much for homeowners insurance, property insurance, all these other car insurance. Pay attention. All of this is about distracting you. Yep. Nobody's talking about the economy and Epstein files. It's designed to be a distraction. Okay? Trump was willing to break the law to change the discussion. Anything to get you to stop looking at rich and powerful people exploiting vulnerable people. Hey, Tiffany, good morning to you. Yep. What did I tell y'all last week? Didn't I tell y'all one of the reasons why America hates Cuba so much? Because they couldn't force them to do what they wanted. Because they couldn't handpick the successor after Castro. That's why America hates Cuba, because they can't orchestrate who the leadership is. And it's kind of rich that America's running around telling everybody that they got to have a democracy. We don't have a democracy here. Our own president is a 30-something time convicted felon. So now that Maduro's here and they've charged him, and if he gets convicted, does that mean Maduro can be president? Y'all better wake up. Your Congress abandoned you because your Congress agrees with the shit. Your Congress abandoned you. Good morning, Connie. Your Congress abandoned you because they agree with what the administration did, but Congress also agrees that you should pay more for groceries, more for housing, more for everything. That's what Congress believes. Now, I'm going to tell you something else, too. All the big oil tycoons that put money in Trump's pocket, right? All of them, just like this, right? All of them who put money in Trump's pocket, they're salivating at being able to get access to that Venezuelan oil. That's not about America. That's about rich people wanting to make even more money. Hell, they're already squeezing the fuck out of you. Hey, Vince, how about you be more happy for Americans? You should be focused on the price of your own fucking groceries. Get out. I blocked you. You don't even look like an American. Boom. No, I don't give a fuck about Venezuela. No, I don't. As an American, I don't. You know what I care about? I care about my government working in tandem with rich people to make 99.9% of Americans poor. Yeah, I blocked him and booted his ass. No, I don't give a fuck about Venezuela. I care about millions of Americans that lost their health care, and about how y'all bad-built ass president is going to pull any distraction possible so that you get over the fact that you lost your health care. Yeah, you're right, Dyron. Congress is never for you when you're a lazy ass voter and you don't hold him accountable. Speak on yourself, beloved. It's okay, Dyron, that you vote for people and then don't do shit afterwards. Talk about yourself. I stay in communication with my elected officials. Y'all not gonna put y'all shit on me. If you're too lazy to keep up with your elected officials, you own that shit. You go own that. I'm not owning that with you. See how I did that? Okay. Y'all falling for all of these distractions with that country. I mean, with popping into Venezuela, but you're not talking about inflation. You're not talking about high housing costs. You're not talking about how your country has pretty much busted up the Department of Education. Your fucking kids are going to be working for pennies on the dollar. Nick, no, Nick, I don't hate Trump. I hate bad built men who live in their mama's basements like you. You've been blocked, Nick. I don't listen to people like that. I don't listen to the people like that. Amina, go make yourself a sandwich, beloved. You have 1 follower. Boo bitch, bye. Not with me, beloved. That's not what you meant. Then what did you mean? But with 32 followers, I really don't care. You've been blocked. You talking too much. You can't come in here and talk that much in my live and nobody else on fucking TikTok care about what you think. So no, you can't come in here and talk like that. See, that's another problem that how we got here. Folks on the internet are so fucking pressed for fucking engagement that they won't get rid of trolls. I do. I get rid of trolls. I don't fuck with trolls. I don't rock with them. I trigger them, but I don't rock with them. Y'all see how I've been triggering them fucking, how I'm triggering them passport bros. Y'all see how I'm triggering their asses. It don't take much. Because to me, listen, I don't agree with Trump and his policies, but I have to say, I'm starting to agree with this immigration thing. I'm really starting to agree with it. Because the passport bros, the incel 2000s, that's what I call them. Because those are the incels that got a little bit of money. They can travel a little bit. They ain't got enough money to really change their lives, but they got enough money to get distracted by things temporarily. Right? Right? Man, the triggering that is happening in my comments. I'm glad Trump woke you up. You know what woke me up, Thrifted Goddess? The fact that you don't wash behind your neck. I could smell you, beloved. Bye. See, I told y'all rich people will also pay for trolls to be on the internet to get you to vote against your own best interest. Elon Musk just said he's going to throw a lot of money behind Republican candidates because if liberals win, it's going to destroy the country. He's not even American born. Y'all letting foreign people come into your country. I thought y'all was against immigration. So I guess if the immigrant got a lot of money, y'all love immigration. But if they're poor, because they got to compete with your broke ass, you don't like them. Is that what we're saying? Because they got to compete with you and your low wage ass job, you don't like them. But if they got money, since you can't compete and you broke, it's okay to let them in because they might give you a job. What Beyonce say? He looks so cute. I might want to buy him a short set. Y'all so lame. Y'all so lame. Y'all was so tough. But like straight up bitches when rich people come around. Rich people come around, y'all like, yes, sir. Yes, sir, master. No, sir. Y'all so scared of rich people. Yeah, the U.S. But see, Trump attacked Venezuela because he can't do shit about costs. He made it worse. So what does he do? Distraction. Right? That's when you get a distraction. Right? Because he can't make things better. He fucked up. Trump started a trade war. And in starting that trade war, he permanently raised the prices of every American in America to survive. Except for the 0.1%, they're doing great. They don't give a fuck about you struggling. Y'all the only people that care about rich people. Elon Musk helped Trump win the election last year. He gonna help Trump win the midterms too. Watch. And Trump ain't even on the ballot. You know why? Because most Americans are gonna sit on their fat, misshapen asses and not go to the polls. Y'all not gonna hold nobody accountable. Y'all gonna wait. North Jersey, I am talking about Trump, but you can't come in here smelling like that and looking so haggard in that avatar and can't stay. Block. Blocked. Just like y'all don't like democracies, I don't like democracies either. And this live is the republic of fucking me. And anything that I don't like, much like Trump, gotta go. And I know y'all get upset when I start talking about Trump and his nussy, because y'all got a nussy too. Oh well, you better not let me see in there. I know that, because if I see your nussy, I'm gonna stick my finger in it, because I want to see how deep it go. Yeah, they gonna complain and don't vote. That's all. Complain and don't vote. Sort of like you, Miss Goddess. But Miss Goddess, you might want to work on your nussy too. All that filter not helping you, beloved. You still got a very thick, square face like Natalie Nunn. Got that Natalie Nunn chick. It's Mac tonight. Don't come here and try me, beloved. Don't come here and try me. I will make you cry. I promise you I will make you cry. My entire goal is to make you cry. I'm telling you, don't come on here with it. You said your fiance loves Trump but didn't vote. Nobody cares, Melania. You don't have enough followers. Get your pussy up, beloved. Block. I told y'all, I got time. You say you guys have a primary coming in March. That's cool, but you only got 14 followers. Block. I could just smell the MAGA radiating off your skin. MAGA smells like dirty earring backs and like spoiled milk. So I can always tell when y'all in my live. I can tell. Even when you try to pretend that you're not MAGA, I can smell you. I can smell you, and I can hear you whistling when you're typing. Because most MAGA don't have no side teeth. And people who don't have side teeth be whistling. They be whistling when they talk. Woo, 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 woo. Every time they talk, just be whistling. Like Jason ass that I just booted on up out of here. He's about, you just mad we won the election. No, I'm not. Not at all. I'm not mad about that. If anything, I'm mad that you try to pretend that you're an American when you're working on earning that 25 cents a day in whatever third world fucking derelict ass country you live in. Little bitch. They hate me. I'm glad. I do this shit for fun. This shit a sport. See, I knew that picture I put up was going to trigger them and shit. And I was showing them that I supported Trump. I supported Trump. You know what I'm saying? I support him. Because look, an OBGYN has said that nussy is okay. Look, I blocked another one that they thought, nope, if you come in here repping for that team, you're going to get blocked. Look, I just did 2 blocks. What they say? This shit is so easy. Stunting is a habit. Listen. Y'all gonna learn. Stop coming here. You know, I try to be equal and honest, but they don't want honesty. They want propaganda. They want people to lie to them. Because I'm telling you, Americans like to be lied to. Americans have this, what do you call it? An abusive relationship with their country. Americans have that. And until you let go of that, and the way I see it is this, because Donald Trump talks to people any kind of way and he likes to bully people, I do the same thing. I just don't understand why MAGA gets mad about it. I thought y'all liked bullies. I thought y'all liked nussies and bullies and bad built leaders, big back ass people. I thought y'all liked that. So shut up. You just triggered, that's all. I thought wrong. Eileen, you thought you could talk in here. Go make a sandwich, bitch. Go have a baby. Boot. She got dad's boot. Your dog got a nussy. My dog has a nussy too. My dog has a nussy too. Oh, is it because I'm a woman? Well, too damn bad for them. Too damn bad for them, user tutor now, right? Hey, it is what it is. They're mad with me because I'm triggering them and they can't handle it. That's all. They can't handle it. They can't handle being triggered. And I understand. I get it. I wouldn't be able to handle it either after Trump done played y'all asses. Because like I said, those Epstein files ain't being talked about. Your economy ain't being talked about. Oh, I know, Smiley. That's why I do what I do. I just boot MAGA. They hate that shit. I told y'all a long time ago, y'all want to get under the skin of MAGA? Don't talk to them. As soon as they stop talking, save it for somebody who want to talk to you about it. I really don't want to talk to you about it. I don't give a fuck what you think. You can believe whatever you want. Fuck it up. They hate that shit. I'm telling y'all, they hate it. They hate it. Y'all see how many MAGAs I've been booting in here this morning? They hate it. Hate it. Okay? They can't stand it. One thing about MAGA, they love to be heard. They love to be heard. Look at them here. Oh, I just blocked your other account and you came back with your 35-person account and I blocked that one too. Oh, like Kendrick say, these poor little tink tinks all on my live, all upset because your president done swindled you. Remember, Trump said America first. This motherfucker everywhere but here. He everywhere but your grocery store. Everywhere but your bank account. Everywhere but your community. Because he don't give a fuck about you. He said, fuck you. I got your vote. Know what Trump's saying in the White House? He said, fuck you, you stupid fucker. I got your vote, bitch. I don't need you no more. Fuck y'all. We getting money over here. That's what they saying. That's exactly what Trump is saying. So I match that. I told y'all, you can't change it till you match the energy. That's why I'm of the mindset the next liberal president needs to jail Elon Musk, seize all his money and all his businesses. Every single one of them. Yup. Because since this is what we can do, Trump has shown precedent. A president can do anything he wants to do as long as Congress lets him. As long as Congress lets him. So if Democrats don't match that fucking energy, I got a whole fucking problem. I got a whole fucking problem. But you know why Trump is doing that, Cass? Because veterans, I'm going to put it out there, a lot of veterans co-signed this bullshit the first time. And just so you know, Snow Bear, Elon Musk never left Mar-a-Lago. He got mad for a second because Congress peeled back those credits, those EV credits, because that's the only reason why y'all was buying Teslas, because of the EV credits. He got mad about that. He got mad about that. So because he got mad about it, right, he stopped coming around for a second, but he was still a part of the conservative movement, still trying to get conservatives elected on local levels. He just couldn't do it. Those people lost those elections. Elon Musk ain't gone nowhere. You know why? He's a criminal too. They're all criminals. Oh, I want to tell y'all something else too. If you didn't know this, CNN and the Washington Post knew that the federal government was going into, look, somebody flagged, somebody reported my live for misinformation. I've said nothing here that's misinformation. Y'all see it, right? But anyway, so there was CNN and the Washington Post knew that the government was going to go in to Venezuela. They chose not to publish any stories about it before it happened. And let me tell you something, TikTok don't give a fuck about bots. So you know what I done learned how to do now on TikTok? Fuck it. I trigger them motherfucking bots. Their engagement. I want to stop real quick and just tell you something. If you do content on TikTok, get your money. Engage them fucking bots. TikTok don't want to do shit about bots? Fuck it. Use it to your advantage. Get the views. Make content that would trigger bots. You heard what I said. A lot of them Passport Bro accounts be bots. So I put some posts up triggering their asses. That's engagement. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. TikTok ain't gonna do shit about it. They ain't gonna do shit about the bots. Fuck it. Then you know when they'll do something about it? when you start using it to your advantage, then they'll clean it up. They don't have no incentive to clean it up now because it looks like all these people are on the platform that are not here. Use it to your advantage. Go make money. TikTok don't want to clean up their bots. Make content that triggers them. Real talk. Make content to trigger them fucking bots. Trump is doing everything because he can. He's pressing. He's doing it because he can. And because before the election, he met with Republicans. Y'all forgot. They already met about this in advance. They were, and remember, y'all keep forgetting. Did they not say Trump had a mandate? That means they ain't going to do shit. Republican Congress agrees with the invasion, and they agree with you being made more poor. They don't give a fuck. Their rich benefactors are making money. And as long as rich people make money, the rich people are going to give it to your elected officials. They don't care about you. That's why Congress is ignoring what Trump is doing, because they agree with him and they don't give a fuck about you. Republicans want to stay in power forever. Forever. And they want unchecked power at that. See, that's what happens when y'all keep letting your elected officials say one thing and do something else. Make a whole bunch of promises, but never deliver. Well, now they're at a point where they're like, well, fuck it. We ain't got to give these people shit. They stupid. Just create an enemy, give them somebody to hate, and you can do whatever you want. Look at y'all. Gave you immigrants to hate, women to hate. So since you caught up in hating all them people, you ain't focused on your government making you more poor. You need to be. Your government is solely focused on making your life worse. Hey, Nessa, good morning. They're making your life worse, not better, worse. And the question is, what are y'all going to do about it? Because you really don't have to wait until November. You don't have to wait until November. You don't have to wait until November. But Americans are going to do that. You know why? Because Americans don't want to lose their house and their fancy car and their fancy clothes. Y'all really don't want to do anything that's going to make you uncomfortable. All they're doing is teaching you how to be complicit and to put your head down and to be obedient and not push back against the system. And y'all doing it. What it's proven is it's really not hard to convince people to give up. Because y'all don't want to lose your status in the hierarchy, see? Nobody want to be on the bottom, right? Nobody wants to be on the bottom. So to avoid being on the bottom, you ignore everything to not be on the bottom. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm telling y'all. And until folks are willing to get uncomfortable, lose something, it's going to keep happening. See, rich people are willing to lose money investing in candidates that won't get them nowhere. They're willing to do that. That's not a problem for them. That's easy to do. They are willing to do that because they can write off those investments. So that's nothing. But you're not willing to lose anything. That's a problem. Ask yourself why. That's all I want to say to that. Ask yourselves why. That's a real question. Why won't I push back? Why won't I fight back? What am I scared of? You're indoctrinated. Propaganda. You scared. Your government got you shook. Your government is no different than any of those other governments in those other countries that we invade. Ain't no different. Ain't no different. You just, the propaganda that you've been taught as an American growing up here convinced you that that wasn't the case. But that was a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie. It was always a lie. And maybe some Americans will start waking up to the fact that your country, from the very time you were born, your country been indoctrinating you. From the very point you took a breath and you came into this world, your country been indoctrinating you to believe in the bullshit that they teach. All they do is run around and invade countries, westernize them, claim that they're your friend, and then turn around 20, 30 years later, they're now your enemy. Saddam Hussein was once an ally of the United States. No, the countries don't want it. Your government tells you they want it. Just because you're stupid don't mean we're all dumb. Blocked. See how fast that was? I blocked stupid. Stupid make me itchy. I start itching when I get around dumb people. I don't like it. MAGA like being around stupid people. Stupid people love other stupid people. I'm not that. Yep, Osama bin Laden was an ally of the United States. Everybody's an ally until they don't give us what we want. Yep, and we trained bin Laden. It just was when he stopped doing what we wanted him to do that bin Laden became an enemy. But it was also because we kept trying to infuse westernized shit in their area and they didn't want it. And best believe if America picks who gets to replace Maduro, that's going to be whoever benefits America, not the people of Venezuela. No, they better not do what you want. Listen to don't block Bad Bing. Don't block them, admin. Listen to Bad Bing sound like a 12-year-old boy. Well, they got to do what we say now because we hold all the cards. We big and we bad and we really, really tough. And if you don't do what we say, we're going to knock off all your toys. Grow the fuck up. You losing ass motherfucker. Get out of here. Blocked. Just blocked your punk ass. Who talks like that? A fucking child. That's one thing that I've noticed. A lot of these people who agree with this shit, they stop maturing at some point in their mind up here. At some point, they stop maturing. Think about it. They turn into big ass fucking high school children. I'm tired of being bullied. Who the fuck bullying you? You 6'2", 350 fucking pounds. Who bullying you but you in your own fucking mind? You weak. That's what it is. America's just a whole bunch of it's a lot of people in America who fucking weak and stupid. Real talk. Say it again, Devo. The world is being run by 12-year-old boys in men's bodies. But they keep saying they can't elect women to be president because women are emotional. That's what they tell you. Women aren't starting the wars, though. Women aren't starting the wars. So if women are so fucking emotional, how come they're not the ones starting the problems? I'll wait. This is why we invaded. That, oil, and distraction. Wake up. That deadline on them Epstein files, I think it's today. Where them files at? What happened to lowering the costs of living in America? He claimed he was going to do that shit day fucking one. Where that shit at? No, he's like a 2-year-old child that can't keep his attention on anything. He's a 2-year-old. Focus. But he can't focus because he old and them fucking thick ass ankles is throbbing in them dress shoes. You know his toes is like this in them fucking dress shoes. You know they like this in them dress shoes. That's why he's so fucking mad. Every step he take, them toes is rubbing on them fucking shoes. Every step he take. That's why he mad. That's why he mad. Can somebody please give the president some Uggs? Please? Give the man some Uggs, and maybe all of this drama and trauma can stop if they just gave him Uggs. Give him some Yeezys. Something so them foots will stop hurting. Because that's why this is happening. He's in pain. Look, he was wearing compression socks, but he stopped. He said he didn't like them. You know why? Them shits was hurting. Them shits was hurting. You heard me. Because the thing about compressions is they don't stop hurting until it actually gets rid, compresses shit. You understand? All right? It don't stop until it actually starts compressing shit. But I'm telling y'all, don't forget, while y'all keep going on and on and on about Maduro today, don't forget, even Maduro knows this is all about not wanting you to know what's in them damn files. Now the Department of Justice is saying we done found over 5 million new files. They're full of shit. No, they didn't. That's a lie. Remember, Pam Bondi told you when Trump first got back in office again, she said there are no new files. Everything's been done. No one can be prosecuted. Remember, she said that. Fast forward to when it's time for you to get the unredacted files, all of a sudden they found 5 million new files. That's not what happened. I want to prepare y'all for something, okay? Because I don't think anybody's saying this. Y'all need to be prepared for not one person in the Trump regime to go to prison. Not one. Not even Trump. I'm preparing you ahead of time, and y'all know I call myself the Oracle. Okay? I call myself the Oracle because I be peeping this shit. I'm telling y'all, you need to prepare yourself for the fact that no one in the Trump regime will be held accountable for this. Nobody. And the reason why nobody gets held accountable is because Washington don't like to police itself. If they hold Trump accountable, then all of the rest of them fucking criminals up there got to be held accountable. They don't want that. That's why Washington didn't hold Nixon accountable. Why would I hold a guy accountable for scheming and breaking the law when my ass is doing it? Devo, I don't think the people will either. I'm going back to the same thing. The people are fucking lazy. The people don't want to do anything that's going to put them in a position that they might lose their stuff. I stay that. Yeah, but Luigi's one out of a sea of many. Question for you. How many other Luigis popped up since Luigi? 0. 0. Let's just keep it a buck. And let's also keep it another buck. If Luigi was Hispanic, black, any like hardcore minority, and you could tell, guess what? He wouldn't have got all that money in the GoFundMe for legal representation. That motherfucker will be hemmed up right now with a public defender. Probably already would have been convicted and sentenced by now if he had a public defender. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it all the way a buck. Americans cheered about Luigi. You know why? Because Luigi had enough backbone to do something. Most Americans ain't going to do shit. He ain't going to do nothing. See, Trump is a symptom of a much bigger problem here in America. It's a symptom of a much bigger problem. All that fake machismo and shit. That fake tough guy shit. That the only way for me to show that I have value is to stick a finger in everybody else's food shit. That's America. That's how America roll. That is exactly how America rolls. You say maybe a Mexican or Colombian cartel will intervene. Nah, they're not going to touch it. It's no point. Because quiet is kept with Maduro out the way. Somebody way worse than Maduro can come in. That's why America needs to stay out of other people's fucking business. Because we always make it worse. Look at the history books. We always make it worse. Always. We never make it better. We always make it worse. Like Saddam Hussein was not a good person. He wasn't. However, there were people that were more afraid of Saddam Hussein than they were of us in that region. In that region. And he helped to keep other folks in check. But then we got rid of Saddam. So ain't no big bad boogeyman sitting there for them people to be scared of. There's not there. Understand. All of this designed for us to poke our nose and shit. I'm asking the question again. What happened to America first? Trump campaigned on that. He campaigned on it. What happened to it? Because he never cared about America first. He just knew people were dumb enough to buy that shit. Trump's a good salesman. He can sell you anything if you're dumb enough to want to buy it. That's the only people he can sell shit to. The people dumb enough to want to buy. Because those of us smart enough to know better, we know better. Yeah, there were no WMDs. That's the lie that we told the world to justify invading Iraq. We invaded Iraq, we invaded Afghanistan, and just invaded Venezuela. That's the bottom line. That's what happened. America, you gotta be willing to call a thing a thing. And what's been happening up to this point is America don't want to call a thing a thing. And that's just the truth. Because if you call a thing, then you got to deal with it. And America don't want to deal with it. Now, Greenland's going to be interesting because they ain't going to be able to just come take Greenland. It don't work like that. Only in movies does it work like that. Quiet is kept. It only worked like that at Venezuela because the current situation with Venezuela. And all the people cheering and happy about it now, I hope you're just as happy when they draft your children and put your babies on the front line. Because I'm going to be clapping. Yay! I'm so glad they took your baby and put him on the front line. Sacrifice everything. Because what you're not going to do is claim to be a patriot and not want to lose nothing. I expect everybody that's yelling how much they're a patriot, get your ass on the front lines and defend your country. Because apparently Venezuela was stealing our oil too. I still don't know how they were doing that. But according to Trump, they were stealing our oil. Oh yeah, Elon would love to get his paws on South Africa. But my question goes back to the same thing that I keep asking. Or I keep saying, the people in these countries, they don't want America there. They don't. Just like right now in America, the propaganda that we get is that Venezuela's working with us. That's not what I see in the Venezuelan media. I see that their president that's taken over has said Maduro's still the president and that she will not work with the United States. And you know what Trump said? It's going to be to her detriment not working with us. That's bully talk. That's mob talk. That's mob talk. What's my opinion on Canada? Oh, we're not coming after Canada. We're not going for, Canada has a military. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but Americans, some Americans, y'all are really stupid when it comes to the world. Other countries have military. Like functioning countries, they have an actual military. They actually defend their homeland. And they're also actually willing to die for something. But if it's okay for us to invade a country and snatch out their president because we say he's a criminal, what's stopping anybody from doing that to America? I'm just wondering, because our own president is a 30-something time convicted felon. So would it be wrong for China to roll up on American soil, snatch Trump out of Mar-a-Lago, and take him back to China and prosecute him? Is that okay? I guess it is, because Trump said it's okay. And you're right, Mara. I said that the other day to people. People don't understand. Trump invading Venezuela. Now the countdown clock officially starts on China invading Taiwan. And when China invades Taiwan, say goodbye to all your smartphones, all your computers, all that shit, because all roads for that shit go through Taiwan. And if China invades Taiwan and takes that over, question for you. Why the fuck would China make sure we continue to get everything with Trump and them and all their xenophobia and shit? Why? When they're holding all the cards at that point, it ain't like America could just run out and start producing semiconductors and create supply chains. It don't work that way. This ain't TV. This ain't TV. This is reality. And so many Americans are caught up in TV. Y'all caught up in a fantasy. You don't really understand what's at stake here. But y'all gonna learn. That's all I can tell you. You're gonna learn, and you're gonna learn a very hard lesson. You say if China take Trump, would they take Melania? No, they should send her back to where she come from. But in my humble opinion, liberals are too nice. Republicans have ripped the Band-Aid off and have said all of this stuff is perfectly legal. So since all of it's legal, Democrats need to do it. I stand by that. If a liberal wants to become president again, you better make a promise to handle Israel. You better make a promise to jail Elon Musk and take all his assets and businesses, seize them, and put them under government control. Any rich person that put money in Trump's pocket to break up government, jail their asses, take all their businesses and put them under government control. Real talk. And then you got to be a liberal president that does just like Trump. Pop that shit and come directly at your enemies. Fuck talking nice. Fuck that we go low, they go low, we go high shit. No ma'am, no sir. Because see, if I'm president and I'm doing my State of the Union address, oh, I'm going to be in there calling motherfuckers out. Lindsey Graham, your bitch ass right here, you voted to veto against that fucking bill. But I spoke to people to make sure that it passed anyway. Yeah, because you keep your own constituents poor. All the while running in their face begging for their fucking vote while you keep them poor. Ain't that right, Miss Lindsay? That would be my ass sitting up in Congress. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'd be like, remember all that shit y'all was talking before I got elected? Well, it's a new day, bitch. I'm here. I'm here. And if you thought Trump was bad, oh, you ain't seen shit yet. And that's when I say, cue the music. And that's when you hear, tipping on fofos, dripping on fofos, because I'm about to cut the fuck up. The back door's going to open. I'm having the Nation of Islam walk out. This is now my personal security. I have fired all of the Secret Service. I don't trust these motherfuckers. They're all been fired. Fuck. They've all been fired. I've replaced them with the Nation of Islam security. Yeah. That's now who protects Congress and me. And if you don't want to be protected by the Nation of Islam, then fuck it. You do it on your own. But that's what it's going to be now. That's what it's going to be now. Russ, go have a seat and get away from that trash like my dog is trying to steal, y'all. He don't think I see him through this door. I see you through this door. You think you slick. That is a great song, ain't it? But seriously, I would go hardcore. Do you heard me? You heard me. Maduro ain't on that list, Archie. If Maduro was on the list, Trump would have released it. Y'all be wanting to believe anything. Y'all want to believe anything. But that's why I say liberals have to match the energy. Enough's enough of being nice to these people. These ain't nice people. Democrats win the midterms, they need to impeach Trump and JD Vance. Impeach them both. And since who has the majority in the House, the way it works is the Speaker of the House becomes president. Then Hakeem Jeffries becomes president. Fuck it. And I don't even like Hakeem Jeffries like that. But fuck it. Match their energy. Impeach them all. Whoever the liberal president is, I wouldn't even give a fuck that Trump pardoned his whole cabinet. I would still arrest them all. Arrest Kristi Noem, Marco Rubio, all of them. All of them. I would still do it all. I would still do it all. Look, you say, hey, love, you say Democrats ain't winning nothing. They whooping Republicans' asses in these elections. What have I been telling y'all for a long time? I said Donald Trump is going to continue to win with convincing people as long as their reality does not match. And if their reality matches what Trump says, they're fine. But when their reality does not match what Donald Trump says, they start wavering. And you know, every time people got to go to the grocery store, they're reminded that Trump hasn't lowered prices. Listen, because you can sit up there and say, I'm MAGA all fucking day. You can be MAGA you're going to be MAGA up until a very crucial point. You stop being MAGA. You stop being MAGA when it starts fucking with your money. Yeah, when it starts fucking with your money, then all of a sudden, being MAGA ain't fun no more. It's not cool no more. Hold on, you. I'll put this other picture up I have this afternoon. I have another picture up that I think is very, very awesome. Very, very awesome. But something's got to give. That's why my mindset is people who voted for Trump, if the government starts invading other countries, those people who voted for this need to be pulled up first. Even if they ain't got the knees, back, ankles, I don't give a fuck. Put mama punk ass on the front line with her fucking motorized scooter, bitch. Get your ass out there, ho. You voted for this shit. Get the fuck out there. Show how much you love your country. Show how much you ready to fight for this shit. Oh, you don't have a bad back? Nobody gives a fuck. Get your ass out there. Yep. Because the thing is, conservatives never have to risk anything. They don't mind going to war. You know why? Because they ain't losing nothing. It's your children out there. It's your family members out there. So they don't care. They only care when they lose something. That's it. Long as they winning, they all right. As long as they're winning, they are A-OK. It's only a problem when it hits home. Like I saw something yesterday, this woman, and personally, hold up, let me pull it up, because right here. I saw this and I said, oh, this is a beautiful thing. So I was reading this post where this lady was going on, and she's like, why is Trump doing this? I voted for this guy. Mr. President, this is not what I voted for. And you know what I said? This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's exactly what you voted for, you dumb bitch. Fuck her. That's why when I saw this, I loved it. The leopards are so full right now. I love this shit. We are experiencing higher than our average call volumes. Please know your face is important to us. And a leopard will be with you as soon as possible. I love it. I laugh at them too. Because they were so pressed to own the libs. So if they're owning libs, why the fuck are they crying about anything that Trump is doing? Shouldn't it only impact liberals? Oh, it impacts them too. Yeah, because they broke. They thought they were just like one country club fucking membership away from hanging out with Trump. No, you're not. It's like that bitch ass Nicki Minaj. That bitch is bottom feeding and crawling on her fucking knees. Anaconda, falling around like a fucking loser. You know why she is? Because she ain't got no money. She ain't got no money. She can't pay Trump for what she wants. So instead, she's out there looking like a damn fool. That's why I said, long after this is over, don't forget about when Nikki pitched her tent. Send that bitch right back there. Let her go to Turning Point and try to sell that whack ass music. She ain't made good music in a long time. So let her go to Turning Point and try to sell that shit. I guarantee they not buying. They say Lil Wayne ain't giving her a loan. I'm surprised. All the bootlicking she was doing for Lil Wayne, she just... Drake ain't gonna give her no money. She loved to bootlick the men of Young Money. And now she broke. Okay. All right. She done burned every bridge that misshapen body done walked across. Every bridge. Every bridge that funny ass body of hers done walked across, she done burned. Now, I told y'all I saw that rumor that her and Erica Kirk are working on a song together for her to release at another Turning Point event. It's crazy how somebody could go from the Grammys to a Turning Point event. It's like her entire trajectory is kind of like, what's the guy's name? Kid Rock. She's kind of like having a Kid Rock trajectory. Pretty soon she's gonna be wearing them whack ass outfits to the White House like Christmas, like Kid Rock. Nicki gonna headline their Super Bowl. I would love to hear what the songs are gonna be, cause I tell you, no sooner than she start rapping, I already know what's gonna happen. Gladys. This girl on the TV, that Nicki Minaj girl, what the hell is she talking about? She's making all these funny faces, and why is her body shaped like that? What's wrong with her? She's shaped like them ants out there in the yard. What's wrong? I'm gonna turn this shit off. I'd rather listen to country music. I don't like this shit. That's exactly what's gonna happen. They don't like her music. They don't even like her. They like what she stands for, but they don't like her. Just like I told y'all, me personally these days, I am loving what I am seeing happening to the Somalis in Minnesota. There's no sorrow for me because I didn't forget about the Somali leaders of Minnesota coming out before the election talking about how bad Kamala was, how they were going to vote Trump, and they were going to vote not just Trump, they were voting Republican up and down the ticket because Republicans understood them. Okay. I better not see one liberal help not nail one of them. Fuck them all. Real talk. Fuck all them people. Fuck them. Yep, now they have no fucking childcare. Not only them, Donald Trump froze federal childcare payments for everybody. So now all y'all lost your childcare help. I keep telling people hate is expensive. Hate is expensive. Now you got to pay your whole daycare bill by yourself. Oh, well, I don't have no children in daycare. I don't give a shit. File this under shit I don't care about. And then when the Democrats get power and they reinstate the subsidies for daycare, no money is allowed to go into red states, period. Nope. Or anybody that we know is a registered Republican. Nope. You get no assistance with your child care. That's socialism. And obviously you're not a socialist. So why should we give you free money? Yep, it is all grown up. It's all grown up. I'm matching the energy. That's what it's called. Matching the energy. Just like I just matched yours when I booted your ass. Should have stayed the fuck quiet. Should have stayed quiet. See, only talk when you want to catch the work or you're not saying something crazy. But if you say something crazy, you're going to catch that work. Because I be like this. I'm not like Trump. You know how Trump be sleep staying? Did y'all see that video? I think it was Saturday or Sunday when they were doing the press conference. Did y'all see Trump falling asleep standing up when they were talking? It was the funniest shit ever. Bro was like, the fuck? He was falling asleep, standing up. You know, listen, maybe he could actually stay awake if his punk ass went to bed at night. Right? Maybe if he wasn't sitting up all night on fucking social media like a 12-year-old boy. I'm so tough. Look how tough I am. I'm on the fucking internet. Like, okay. He old as hell. He old as hell. The oldest president we've ever had. And now he's sleeping standing up. But mainstream media won't say nothing about it because they scared. Listen, I'm gonna leave y'all with something this morning. If the mainstream media is afraid to call Donald Trump old and to talk about his age, y'all really think that it wasn't on purpose that the media kept talking about Joe Biden's age? The media wanted Trump to be reelected. They wanted it. You know why? The rich people who own all these media companies, they wanted Trump. Why? They wanted more tax cuts. And now they got him. Now they got him. Tanya, I don't even think it's that they're afraid of him. They get money. Exactly, Abby. They get money. I don't give a fuck about this guy over here when I'm getting money and I'm stealing and I'm robbing and I'm criming. Trump is a great distraction. Trump is a wonderful distraction for everybody that's criming. Think about it. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Y'all know this ballroom, right, that Trump wants to build. Right now, it's now at over $500 million. Not only is that ballroom never going to be built, that money going to come up missing. This is a money grab, baby. This is about rich and powerful people making money. Going into Venezuela is about getting that oil. So the people who own Exxon and BP, they can go get that cheap ass oil, refine it, and really make a lot of money. Watch how much their profits going to change for 2026. Watch. I guarantee you, oil companies in America are going to have record fucking profits. Y'all got to understand. All of this, it's a money grab, and to keep y'all from knowing about how rich people were violating children. Because they still doing it. They still doing it. It's a whole fucking network. It's a whole network. And nothing's going to be done about it, which means your children ain't safe either. Because remember, the children that they were violating weren't coming from rich families. They were coming from families that needed money. That's why the kids were working to begin with. Your kids ain't safe either, boo. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Not only are your kids not safe, if something happened to them, ain't nobody will be held accountable for the shit. And if you keep saying something, they'll lock your ass up. Y'all gonna learn. This is what happens. Remember, folks said before the election, I don't like her laugh. Well, Kamala's still laughing because she rich, bitch. She can live anywhere she wants. She can go to any country she wants and live just fine. Most of us are fucking stuck here, though. But she can go wherever she wants. Tired of winning yet? Okay. No, they're not being educated, Valencia, but that's the plan. That's the plan, to not educate your children. Why? So that you can work for the rich people's kids. So you can work for the rich people's kids. That's the whole point. Rich people's children, they need labor. And you're going to be standing on the line next to your mother or your father, who's also going to be on the line. See? Watch. Y'all going to learn. Y'all going to learn. This is about rich people, rich and powerful people making money. And if they have to break down people by groups to get you to hate each other, to get you to fight each other, so that you don't focus on what rich people are doing, because I'm going to tell you what rich people are concerned about. Rich people are concerned that all of y'all one day will rise up and drag their ass in the street. That's what they're concerned about. That you're going to drag them the fuck out of their house. So they make sure to keep sending you information that keeps you hating people that look just like you, live in your neighborhood, live in your state, your city. Because if you spend all your time hating everybody else, you won't ever look at the rich people. Because that's where it happens. Like all these bot accounts and troll accounts online designed to throw a lot of shit at you that's not good for you. That's rich people doing that. If you drag them out their fucking houses, they wouldn't be able to pay people to do shit like that. Hell, right now, y'all got a president that says people who serve into the military are suckers. And then military people voted for him. So quiet as kept. America kind of deserved this shit. For real, you didn't need anybody to invade us. Because America is so fucking stupid that it's destroying itself. Nobody had to do anything. China laughing its ass off going, shit, we didn't even have to do nothing. These motherfuckers so stupid, they're doing it to themselves. Crazy. You know, Vladimir Putin said it was wrong that we invaded Venezuela. He just trolling. He just trolling. Because what we did is the same thing that he did to Ukraine. But that's why Trump don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I told y'all. Trump agrees with what Russia is doing to Ukraine. That's why Vladimir Putin was determined not to give up, because he knew if Trump got reelected, that would give him more time. He knew it. The only thing that's helping Ukraine now is the European Union. They're helping because we said, no, we're not doing that. Y'all remember when Trump told Ukraine, just give Russia the land that they've already taken? What? So then that means if China invades America and then at some point decides to back off, we need to just give them whatever land they already took, according to Trump anyway, and MAGA, right? Wake up, folks. I just want you to remember that while you're talking about Venezuela, while you're talking about all those things, you're not talking about the high price of your groceries, the fact that you don't have health care, the fact that many of us don't have jobs, the fact that you may not have car insurance, even a car, because you can't afford it. Your government is supposed to work for you. And when your government doesn't, you are being failed. Then what are we paying taxes for? Because I don't know about you, but I don't want my government, and I say my, because my tax dollars put into that. I don't want my government invading countries in my fucking name. No, I didn't ask for that. What I asked you to do was lower the cost of living. Do that shit. But Trump don't want to do that. He never intended to. He was just running on it. Affordability president. Now that shit is a hoax. I'm just like, wake the fuck up, man. America, do something. I feel like it's like a stick and I'm poking America. Like, do something. Like, I'm poking you, trying to make you. They won't do nothing. They just sit there and not do anything. Nobody's going to show up to save us, y'all. You said you filed exempt last year, got that W-9 from our employer too. You can do that. But in most companies, they won't let you. Yep. You're absolutely correct, Days. But that lets you know, Mistress Margie, hey, bad built bitch, go make me a sandwich, ho. You've been blocked. I just wanted her to hear that shit. She had an ugly ass haircut too. I'm like, girl, I know you ain't just bad looking in this avatar and talking shit. Boo bitch, bye. But they're hearing and they're not listening because they stay on the internet listening to bots instead of reality. Like I told y'all, I love that Trump kind of did this with immigration, because the fact that these men that kept trying to run their broke ass to other countries, talking about it's women there. Yeah, but if you ain't got no money, bitch, you still ain't getting one. Why you not getting one here in America is because you broke, you bad built, and you ain't got no compensation. So then you run overseas. You still broke, but you got a little more money than what some of those other people may have. Not everybody, but some. So those women will hustle you and get your money. But when they realize your punk ass ain't really got enough money to take care of them, they on to the next motherfucker anyway. Why am I wasting my time with you? I need a man who can pay fucking bills. But America is so full of fucking incels, whining and crying out of their mama's basements and shit. Why can't I get a woman? I just want a woman. Because she don't want you. You don't wash behind your ears. You don't wash behind your neck. You don't brush your teeth. She don't want to be laying next to that. You bad built. You built funny. Women in other countries, they'll overlook you being built funny, provided you got some money in your wallet. Hell, American women will even overlook you being built funny if you got money in your wallet. But if you can't be broke and built funny. What? When we do that? No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. You got to pick a struggle. You either going to be bad built or broke, but you can't do both. So I am very excited that Trump has kind of slowed all of that shit now. Because now the passport bros have to decide between groceries and an airline ticket. Is it wrong that I am so giddy about this shit? Cause the shit is giddy to me. This shit cracks me up. Cause these motherfuckers like, yeah, we going overseas, we going out the country. We gonna get us women that cater to the men. Yeah, they'll cater to you as long as you got money. But when your punk ass wallet start to get all slim and shit, that woman disappears. And then you're scouring looking for another one. But when all those other women realize you have no money, you ain't gonna get no play from them either. Because think about it. Why would a woman fuck with a dude who can't even speak her language? Think about it. It's get giddy or jump. I'll take giddy. Man. But think about it. Why would a woman that you can't even speak her language want to kick it with you? I'm going to tell you why. Because you got money. But as soon as the money runs out, she's like, man, fuck all that. I speak no English at that point. She don't speak no English. She ain't trying to. She ain't going to use no translator system. Know what she is going to do? She going to use that translator on the phone just long enough to tell you to go the fuck home. The translator going to say, please get the fuck out. Go home. Go home. She's done with you. Go home. That's the only time. That's the last time she going to use the translation. When she tell your punk ass to go home. And all her uncles and her cousins show up and they threaten you in their country. Because see, if you come up missing over there, nobody gives a fuck, right? You decided to take your ass over there. Say it again. We all speak currency. Women all across, no matter what country you're in, what continent you're on, all women have a universal language. The language of money. And if you got money, hey, boo, when your money run out, so I've always been puzzled by the passport bros because I go, oh, y'all discount shopping. Y'all can't afford American women. And you know what they'll say? That ain't true. I got it. No, you don't, motherfucker. Because if you had it, you'd spend it. Lies. You ain't got it. You ain't got it. They don't have it. Because if they had it, they would just spend it. They ain't got it. I call passport bros, those are great value daters. Right? That's what I call them. They great value daters. They're looking for a woman they could date on a budget. You understand? Where you can promise her the world with $200 in your pocket. That's what they be looking for. And I love to remind them of that. So I put up 2 of those this morning because I said, oh, they triggered. Good. That means I'm doing my job. Anytime I trigger people, I'm doing my job. Today, y'all still need to contact your elected officials. You say your wife is Filipino. Your wife is Filipino because you bad built and no American woman wanted you, Jim, and you broke. We both know you still live in your mama's basement, and we know your mama's also your cousin and your auntie. Blocked. I love the ones who say, my wife's Filipino because American women are just too sassy. That's not why. You have a foreign wife because you couldn't cut it and get an American woman. You a sucker. You soft. Look, only real hip-hop heads are going to know where this from. You soft, goo. You soft. You soft, goo. Only a real hip-hop head know where that's from. That's why you running overseas to get women, because you broke. Brokies can't afford American women. You broke and you bad built and your car is shit. Your car is shit. You don't own no property. You don't have nothing. American women are looking at you just like foreign women look at you. Got anything? You got anything to bring besides eggplant? Because quiet as kept, most of the eggplant is trash too. Let's keep it all the way above. We're having a real conversation this morning, right? Most of the eggplant is trash too. Let's just call it out. Most of the eggplant is trash. Most of y'all ain't even got the cardio to give good eggplant. You ain't got the knees for it, ain't got the back. Some of you ain't got the eggplant for it. Listen, Linda. Oh, people need to talk about the epidemic of ED in America. Now the men and full of all their ED and their belly, because they always got a big belly. The ones with the big belly and their ED, they'll love to say, well, the reason why we need it is because American women aren't doing what they need to do. But you need that shit with the foreign women too. That's when they say, wait a minute, baby, let me take my medicine real quick and give me like 30 minutes. When you give me 30 minutes, woman, I'm going to rock your world. 30 minutes? The fuck? 30 minutes? Are you? You just wait. You wait until this kicks in. I'm going to show you. You ain't going to show her nothing. You're not going to show her anything. Say it again, Days. By that time, you've moved on. I've already moved on, sir. I found a 20-something-year-old guy that doesn't need any assistance. But okay. But then when I find the 20-something-year-old guy, there's nothing there. Catch it. Don't get me started. Listen, don't get me. America got a whole host of problems. Whole host of problems. But today you need to be calling your elected officials, emailing them motherfuckers. Like, did you agree with going into Venezuela? And if you didn't, or if you did, like, not even that. This is the approach I would take with Congress. Since the president obviously don't talk to y'all, and he don't need y'all, I'm tired of paying you. What's the point of you being there? You don't do shit. So since you're not doing anything and the president doing what he want to do anyway, you need to get the fuck out of Washington. So that we can get somebody in there that's going to do their job. For real, for real. Y'all need to get on your elected officials. Congress should be extremely upset that America invaded a country without congressional approval. Contact them. Congress still ain't gonna do shit, but at least, Lola, you know who ain't gonna do shit, and you make sure that their ass don't come back. Real talk. You gotta make the people uncomfortable in Congress. You know what makes them uncomfortable? When y'all keep bugging their fucking staff, and their staff gotta keep answering phones and emails related to this type of shit. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you, if you want to get to them, annoy their fucking staff. Because they listen to their staff. Because when their staff say, listen, sir or ma'am, the phones are ringing off the hook so bad, we had to just leave the phone off the hook. Everybody calling about the Venezuela thing. And they're asking, what are you going to do about that? They're asking. Yep, flood their asses. You're paying these people $174,000 a year to do what? What? Force it. Okay? Force it. All right? I gotta say that to y'all because I be feeling like people won't do anything. They think like nothing can be done. Understand, everything that Trump has done up to this point could have been stopped with a handful of people in Congress. That's why I told you Congress agrees with it. That's why I tell you that. Congress agrees, because if Congress didn't agree, they could have stopped it. But they didn't, because they agree. Now, what are you going to do about it? Thank y'all for being here this morning. I appreciate you being here with me. I don't know if any of you guys were around on Saturday when we did our Bacon Saturday. I'm going to trim up some of that video and put that up. We made Big Deborah oatmeal cream pies. So we compared it against Lil Debbie against Big Deborah. And let me tell y'all something. Big Deborah had me on my ass Saturday. I got into bed to go to sleep at 8:06 p.m. I know what time it was because I looked at my cell phone before I laid it face down on my nightstand and slid up under the covers. Literally, I went to bed at 8:06. Okay? I was done. I told y'all, my goal was I was trying to be like, Piano Man, wake up, Piano Man. And I was like that. So those big Deborahs, I'm putting some in the mail today, sending them to a girlfriend of mine. Because I was like, bitch, you gotta try these. You gotta try these. And keep in mind, the infused big Deborahs, the cookie and the filling was infused. Both of them. Oh, it was good. It was a good. Thank you so much, Tanya. So this morning on the Uncensored Live over on Patreon, we're going to discuss quite a few things. A little bit of this Venezuela stuff, not really much. I do have some video to show y'all Trump sleeping though. Look, Miss K says, send me what? Look, I love it. Lil Debbie versus Big Deborah. See, Lil Debbie ain't got no hips. Big Deborah got hips and ass. You know, that's how I see it. Big Deborah got hips and ass. Lil Debbie, she not there yet. She not there yet. That's the friend you say, you just keep her at home, man, because she ain't about it. But bring Big Deborah. Big Deborah can come. But Lil Debbie, keep her at home. Make these oatmeal cream pies. You're going to love them. I'll put the recipe on Patreon today. I failed to do that this weekend. Trust me, these Big Deborahs is the business. Okay? Yep, Trump's going to be 80 this year. Yep, oldest living president in history. Don't forget. And don't forget he wears makeup, gets spray tan. He should get some edges, but he won't do that. But he should. But I thank y'all for being here with me this morning. I'm going to get into my Uncensored Live on Patreon. If you want to be a part of the uncensored discussion, click the link in my profile and come on over to Patreon. We have a good time. We do Freebie Fridays every Friday. Yep, he's going to be 80 this year. Claiming that he's as spry as a 50-year-old. Shit. He's full of shit. That's why he falls asleep all the time. He old. Old people fall asleep a lot. They sleep a lot. That man stays sleeping. But listen, thank y'all for the likes. We got 102 likes this morning. I appreciate that. We got over 300 shares. Thank you so much for that. As I wrap up this morning, I'm going to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. Number 1, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Thank you, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful Valerie. Thank you, beautiful. Number 3, beautiful Lexi girl. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 4, beautiful, coming on up. Thank you, beautiful. You changed your name coming on up. Didn't you have a different name before? I could be wrong. Number 5, Miss Beautiful Chris Wrightmare. Thank you so much. And then a special shout out to number 6, Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you to all the moderators helping out this morning. Thank you to all of you who came through this morning, did engagement. I appreciate you, okay? I want you to have a beautiful day and a wonderful day at work on purpose today. All right? All right? Oh, you're trying to sell. Okay. Have a beautiful day on purpose. Those of you who joining me on Patreon, I'm popping this. Well, no, I better not pop this in the microwave because if I come out of this room, Rusty going to be on my ass like a supervisor. We just going to keep going and bust it out and get the show done this morning. So I love you guys. I'm going to tell you like I always tell you, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed any trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, everybody. I'll see you this afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.